Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to create a Flux node and how to be part of the Next Generation Computational Network and get rewarded for it. We have a great opportunity in front of us given the price of Flux today, and I will show you how to do all this in an easy 10-step process. So let's get into it. Alright, so first thing you want to do is head over to runonflux.io. Runonflux.io. That's their web page, and you can read everything about Flux and the next generation of scalable decentralized cloud infrastructure. Here you'll find how to deploy an app, how to launch a node, how to stake. Not only you can launch a node, but you can stake Flux and you can mine Flux. Right now, I think the best option is just to launch a node and keep earning those rewards. You can mine, but right now, given the price that Flux is right now, I think it's better to just launch a node and keep the node running and start earning Flux. In the future, maybe when Flux goes back up, we can start mining again. It's a great website. Some of the biggest applications, Cadena, huge blockchain running on Flux. Pre-search, I already have a video, check that video, how to run a pre-search node as well, run some Flux. It's a fully decentralized, high resilient, it's redundant, API backup, it's scalable. Rewards, operators are rewarded daily for running a node, which block reward being 50-50 between GPUs and node operators, and it's global in nature. It's very global and decentralized. So it's a great team. Today I'm gonna show you what type of nodes you can run, and we're gonna go with the cheapest and the simplest way, which is the Cumulus. They have 3 tiers. Cumulus, Nimbus, and Stratus. Cumulus needs 1,000 Flux, Nimbus needs 2,500 Flux, and Stratus needs 40,000 Flux. Let's check out the price of Flux. Coin market cap. Flux as of today, January 1st, 2023, is at 50 cents. But look at the all-time high. All-time high Flux was January of 2022, $3, 3.029. $3 was Flux at. So today's a great entry point. I'm pretty sure Flux, the level that they're growing is gonna go back up to 3 and even more. So I think it's a great entry price for now. Getting a 50 cent and create. I've been with Flux for a year. I already have. Let me show you close to. I have 13 Cumulus nodes running, and I've been earning Flux for many months, and I keep accumulating. Right now I have 14,000 Flux, which is 0.5, $7,000. I'm gonna keep accumulating Flux, and we're gonna go over the economics as well. Let's see if we can get here. I have a good on Flux, on top of getting rewarded in Flux, you also get from time to time you get parallel assets. So other assets that run on the Flux network, like Flux Cadena, Flux ETH, Flux BSC, Flux Sol, Tron, AVAX, and they just released Ergo a few months ago. I got my Flux Ergo, and you can sell them or you can keep in, and they're gonna keep releasing more parallel assets. If you own Flux, you just keep them on your nodes and you're gonna get parallel assets. So that's another reason why to own Flux and to keep running nodes. Alright, so hopefully I already convinced you why you need to own a Flux node right now. You have 3 options. Cumulus, you need to stake 1,000 Flux. Nimbus, you need to stake 2,500 Flux, and Stratus 40,000 Flux. So given the price point, so right now it's 50 cents a Flux, so a Cumulus node will will require $500 or 1,000 Flux to be staked. You can unstake at any time. You never lose your Flux. Your Flux staying on the network. You can get your Flux back whenever you want, and that's it. So if you want to set up the Cumulus node today, I'm going to show you how to do that. You need 1,000 Flux. We need to get that. What else? In terms of economics, let's check it out. How much we're gonna make for owning a Flux node. This site economics dashboard economics is updated continually. So this is the latest and greatest. So let's see. We get 0.38 Flux per day plus 0.26 Flux tokens, which is a total of by month 11.46 Flux plus 8.02 Flux. So that's a total of 11.46 plus 8.02. That's a total of 19.48 Flux per month times 50 cents as of today. That's almost $10. So that's in terms of economics. Now, in terms of requirements, what do you need? You need to get a VPS, a virtual private server. So I'm going to show you how to get those and what are the options and the cost associated with it. But at least that VPS needs to have at least 2 cores, 2 CPUs, 4 threads, 8 gigs of RAM, 220 gigs or SSD or storage, SSD or NVMe, so it needs to be pretty fast. It's not a hard drive, regular hard drive. 180 megabytes. This is the DWS speed or this write and speed. 200 EPS minimum requirements and 25 megabytes down up speed. I'll show you how to check on those, but that's the minimum requirements, hardware requirements that your node needs to have in order to run a Cumulus node successfully. If you don't have these minimum requirements met, you're not gonna get rewarded. So we need to make sure our VPS, the one we're gonna rent, has these minimum requirements. All right, so here we have the Cumulus node set up in 10 steps. This is a guide that I created. It's gonna be posted in the comments below with a link. You can use it anytime. Here are the 10 steps. This is how to set up a Cumulus node in 10 steps using a VPS, virtual private server. So we're gonna go through all the steps. Number 1, let's go ahead and do it. Download and install Cellcore wallet. So this is the wallet that the Flux network uses. All right, so head over again to runonflux.io. Runonflux.io. Here you'll see the main page, and you can see here download Cellcore. Go ahead and click there, and this is the official Circle wallet. So if you're on Windows, click here, Mac here, on Linux here. So go ahead and download the file. Please download the link using via these links. Windows. There you are. It's downloading. All right. Once you're in your wallet, you can see I have some assets already loaded there. These are my Flux, and you can add new assets, right? So you can click add assets, add asset here. You can import tokens as well. Here are the future ones. These are the parallel assets that run on the Flux network: Flux ETH, Solana, Fluxtron, KDX. But you have stable assets, coin. You have everything. Ethereum network based. Yeah. So if you wanna add your assets and manage your assets using Cellcore, you can use this wallet. All right. So we need to get 1,000 Flux in order to start a Cumulus node. So I already have my Flux here, 1,007, so I have some extra there. But you need to go ahead and acquire Flux. I use KuCoin. Let's see, where's my KuCoin? Here it is. Go ahead and purchase your Flux, and then you need to hit withdraw. And for the withdrawal access, you want to click receive. You have many wallets. I'm usually use mining because I also mine Flux, but choose whatever you want. Click continue, and then click on this QR code. So click there, copy, minimize the wallet, and then go back here, paste that address. Network is Flux, so select the network, Flux, Yeah, it's 49 cents. All right, there. So go ahead and transfer those Flux, and it's gonna take some time. Once the Flux has been transferred, it's gonna show up in your wallet here. All right. Okay, while we wait for the Flux to get transferred to the Cellcore wallet, let's continue with the Cumulus Node process. So step number 3, rent BPS. We need to rent a BPS and obtain our IP address for that server. So let's do that right now. Let's go back to flux.io. If you see, Flux already provides some renting options. So if you click there, they have created this spreadsheet with different providers and the type of provider. There's at the beginning here you have the dedicated servers. These are servers dedicated to fully dedicated to you. They're a little bit more expensive, and then these are like virtual private servers, so partially dedicated to you. These companies are so they have the BPS managed for you, so you just pretty much pay this service and they manage the node for you. And then you have some that are like managed or self set up like this, where you do everything and you manage the virtual private server. So go ahead, check those out. You have the prices, the different prices, do your own research. I'm gonna go ahead and continue with my relationship that I have with Contavo. I've been using Contavo for many months. They were one of the cheapest, so I'm gonna continue using them, and if I have any issues I always email them and they email me back. Sometimes I call them, so I'm gonna continue using Contavo, and I have set up already, I'll show you, I have already 13 BPS running Cumulus Node, so I already established the relationship with them. Let's go ahead and add another server. So you're gonna choose your cheapest option here, and again we gotta check the requirements. We'll make sure we meet the requirements for the Cumulus Node. So I'm gonna do view all here, select. All right, the Cloud BPSS, Contavo is offering you 4 virtual CPU cores, so we meet that criteria. Number 1, we need 4 threads, so we're met. We need minimum 8 gigs, so that's met as well. Now storage, we need 220 gigabytes. So right now they're offering you 50 gigabytes on NVMe, which is the fastest type of storage, or SSD for 200. So we need more storage. We're almost there. This is for a $11.29 monthly fee. So there's not set up fee if you do in Europe. So let's do that. And here you see free is 200 gigabytes. We're gonna do 400. So we're gonna add 2.8 a month to the equation. So that's step number 1. Let's go with that. Ubuntu, that's fine. 20.04, it's free. Login, go ahead and set up your own password. You are. Networking, no private networking. Bandwidth, this is 32 terabytes out, that's fine. 20 megabits. IP4, version 4, we're good. No add-ons, we don't need any add-ons. All right, so let's go ahead and confirm all this. All right, so I just confirmed my order. Payment's being processed. Have an order number. Expected provisioning times for a BPS is 3 hours, so it's really good. They get service 48, object storage. Okay, so we're gonna need to wait for that email from Contavo, and let's keep going. All right, let's continue. Step number 4, set up a transparent address on our Cellcore wallet. By now your Flux should be in your wallet probably. let's do that step. Okay, we're on Cellcore now. You see Flux, I have my 1007 Flux. I need 1000 exactly. You're gonna click on Flux. You're gonna go to details, and here you see where it says full node. So we're gonna click on full node. Yes, launch full node. So this is the entire node system on your desktop. So that's where we're gonna install the Flux node. Let it open. Can take a few minutes. Gonna sync up the entire blockchain. Okay, my full node is open. I have my node fully synced up 100%. If not, it's gonna take some time, but you see the progress here. I have my 13 cumulus nodes here, and you can see the rewards every day. I'm getting rewards, 5.625 per node. So what we need now, we need to send exactly 1,000, exactly, not even one more, exactly 1,000 Flux to a receiving address. So let's create a receiving address. You're gonna click here. You're gonna hit new transparent address. Then you're gonna get a new address. You're gonna click wallet label, and you're gonna name it whatever you want, nodes or whatever you want and name it. So just do that. I already have mine. Then you're gonna click on that address and you're gonna copy it. So it's gonna be, once you click, it's gonna be copy, and then we're gonna go back. All right, we're back at the portfolio overview where we have our Flux here. I click Flux. You may have your Flux in a different wallet. I have mine in my mining wallet, so it's kind of a sub wallet, if you will. Payments, income, investment. You may have it, some other wallet, but I have it on my mining. I click there, Flux. I'm gonna say send. All right, where would you like it send your Flux to? You're gonna send it, copy, we're gonna paste the address where the transparent address we just created on the full node. How much we wanna send? I'm gonna say max. Let's see, I have more than 1,000, so I'm gonna round up to 1,000 exactly, like exactly 1,000. All right, here's the select speed. I'm gonna do fast. I wanna do it quickly. That's how much I'm gonna be paying. Is 0.0003356. All right, so let's do that. Let's go ahead and send it. Proceed with transaction. Yes, send. All right, I'm gonna put my two-factor authentication. That's my PIN. Verify PIN and send. All right, Flux successfully sent, and that's the transaction ID. You can see this in the Explorer. I'm gonna close it. Now we gotta go back, and we need to wait for around 100 confirmations. So it's gonna take, I think it takes about like 3 hours for the 100 confirmations to be processed. All right, let's go back to our Cumulus node setup guide, 10 steps guide. We have done the transparent address. We have sent the 1,000 Flux exactly to the transparent address. Now step number 6, setup guide. All right, let's do that. Let's go back to run on flux.io, Flux node setup. We went through the requirements. Let's go to the Flux node setup guide. We have done all this. What a Flux node, we've done all this. The ROI. Yep, migrating, we've done all this. Yep, we have download Cellcore, and we have enabled two-factor authentication, so we're good here. Let's see what it says. Yep, transfer 1,000 for Cumulus node. We've done that. All right, so now we gotta configure our Flux node. So while the confirmations are being processed, let's start configuring our Flux node. All right, so let's go back to our Cellcore wallet. Click on Flux, details, full node. We're gonna go back to the full node. Yes, we have read the recommendations, launch the full node. All right, it takes a couple of seconds. Connecting. All right, full node open. We see now that we have 1,000 Flux on our balance. That's exactly what we need. Everything's synced up 100%. So let's go ahead and click this little step-by-step guide and walkthrough. Let's click there in the little hat. Enter your PIN, verified. All right, you should back up all your addresses. I already done that. So back up all your addresses. I'm gonna skip it, but you should do that right now. I'm gonna skip. Awesome. What Flux node do you want set up? I'm gonna go ahead and click Cumulus. All right, it says that you need 1,000 Flux. Yep, we have. And here you need to enter the IP address of your virtual private server. That's on your email. You should have received your IP of your server that we just purchased. via email. I just got it after a couple of minutes where when I sign up, I got my email. So I'm gonna set up my IP address, then colon and the port number 16125. So don't change that, just leave it as it is. Just insert your IP address in front of that colon. All right, next step. Here's your list of available outputs that are not in use. Click on the output to use for setting up a Cumulus Flux node. That's the node, the address we set up, the amount, Cumulus, the transaction hash. Perfect. All right, so I'm gonna click there. Okay, I'm gonna enter my Cumulus node name. You enter whatever name you want. This is my number, 14. Cumulus 14. Continue with Flux node setup. All right, and we get the entire text file. This is all the configuration. We're gonna save all this. So save and continue. All right, waiting for cell cache to process. I'm gonna copy this configuration to my clipboard. Just copy it. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and open Notepad. So click Notepad here in the search, Windows search, Notepad. I'm gonna paste that and save this configuration for later use. I'm gonna save it. Flux. This is my node number 14. Let's just keep everything 16. This is configuration, config, txt, saved. So I'm gonna keep that there. All right, now we can see that our Flux now of a sudden is 0. So everything's been assigned to our Flux node. I have increased my Flux node balance by 1,000, and my latest Cumulus node here, 14, is offline right now, which is good. If you click here in the 3 dots, you can click edit. You shouldn't start yet. Just click edit, and you see everything's being populated. The name, IP, the identity key, collateral tax, transaction ID, output index, and the address. All right, cancel here. Let's keep that offline. All right, next step. Let's go back. Next step is to download PuTTY for Windows to access our virtual private server. So let's go ahead and do that. If you go to flux.io, if you continue with the guide, there should be a link here. Let's see, number 13, using SSH in PuTTY. All right, so there you are on the official Flux node setup. You have the link there to PuTTY. I'm gonna paste that on the comment section below. Just click there. You can see you can download PuTTY for 64-bit. So go ahead and download that. I already have that, so I'm gonna open PuTTY. All right, so in less than 5 minutes, I got my IP address from Contabo. So you gotta open PuTTY. Go ahead, open PuTTY. You're gonna get this screen. Type your IP address that you got on the email from Contabo or whatever provider you choose. Leave at SSH, Telnet. I'm gonna save this configuration. My node 14. You can save the session. I'm gonna click open. You're gonna get the security alert. Go ahead and confirm, accept, and there you have the login. So for login, we're gonna use the root user ID. So root, and then use the password that you set up with your provider. All right, so I'm in. All right, once you are in, what we need to do is first I'd like to check on the speed on the access to the SSD drive. So let's check on the speed and see if it meets minimum requirements. If you go back to my guide, page number 3, check on speed, install Docker, and option 2. This is what we're gonna do now. We're gonna first check on the speed. Just copy that command, Control C, go back to PuTTY, right click, and check on the speed here. Let's say. Give you a couple of seconds here. All right, so we're a little bit below what a Cumulus node needs, which is 180 megabits. See, we came up 172. So I'm gonna email Contabo. This is the second time it came up well, and ask for increase in speed. Okay, so I just emailed Contabo and asked them to tweak the speed so the performance it can be increased a little bit. We need at least 180 megabits per second. Okay, while that continues, let's do the next series of commands. Execute the following commands. Go ahead and copy the first one. Copy. right click. There it is. Awesome. Next command. Copy, right click, enter. Awesome. Let's continue. Okay, that command just finished. Let's go ahead and execute the next one. All right. That command also finished. Let's go ahead and copy this command, bash. Sorry, it's going from here. There we are. And we're gonna install the multi-tool. Let's go back to here, right click, enter. Give it a couple of seconds. The script is doing its in. All right, multi-tool box. All right, so here's when we're gonna install Docker and then the Flux Node. So let's go ahead and do option number 1 first. So 1. All right, enter your username. So here you're gonna define a username that is gonna manage the installation. Okay, just go ahead and type the username. All right, so I just typed a username, and now I need a password. So go ahead and type a password for your username that you just created. New password, retype it. All right, that worked well. Since reading the packages, installing, building dependencies, installing Docker. That's what we want. All right, so Docker is finally installed here. It took like 3-4 minutes, so give some time. And when it finished, it says, "Would you like to switch to user account? Yes or no?" Go ahead and say yes. All right, so we just switched to the user we created. Okay, we're gonna come back to the guide here, and we're gonna copy that command, which is the same. Control C, go back here, enter, and we're back to the multi-tool box. All right, so now we're gonna execute step number 2. So go ahead and do step number 2, enter. Now type the password that we just created for that user. It's the password, master wheel. All right, checking directory, removing its instance. So we're installing Flux on the Flux node, so give some time. All right, when that is done, you're gonna get this blue screen. So that means the script's working. It says enter your Flux node identity key generated by your cell core. So go back to your cell core, go to your Cumulus here, click edit, 3 dots, edit, and there you are, identity key. Just copy that. Copy with 1 click, right click, okay, tab, okay. Now enter Flux node collateral transaction ID. So let's go back to cell core, 3 dots, edit, transaction ID, one click, copy on the clipboard, minimize, right click, tab, enter. Enter your Flux node output index, usually 0 or 1. So mine is 0. You may be 1 or 0, but mine is 0. Type 0. Okay. Enter your cell ID from cell core. Okay. So I'm gonna show you how to do that. Okay, so you're gonna go back to your cell core wallet, and you're gonna click on apps here, apps, and then click on cell ID, and you're gonna copy on the QR code. So once you click on the QR code, that ID gets saved on your clipboard. Go ahead and do that. I just copied my cell core ID and hit enter, and now I got this. No tier eligible to receive Cadena reward. So we need to get our Cadena receiving address in case of any rewards or anything. So let's go ahead and go back here. Let's go to portfolio, find your Cadena. If not, you're gonna have to add the asset Cadena here, add assets and find Cadena. I have it here, receive, and here you are. Just click there, Cadena. Come on. Where can I copy there? Oh, there it is. Copy. Right, go back. I'm gonna paste that there. Click enter. Okay. All right, and the process continues. Cell ID is valid. Cadena address is valid. Now configuring daemons repository, importing public GPG kits. All right, let's keep waiting for the next instructions. All right, so now we are at the choose a method how to get bootstrap files. So go ahead and click the first number one. So it's by default is selected. Just tab. Okay. So let's get that bootstrap file downloaded. Let's see. Okay. It's gonna take some time, but give you a few minutes. All right, the process keeps going, so I just want to give you an update. Let's see, the Flux Explorer Bootstrap has been downloaded, unpacked, and configure the fireworks, service repositories. It's been installing, removing an instance of MongoDB. All right, so we keep going. Flux OS installing. So we're installing now v3.31. So it's gonna take about 5 minutes. So let's keep waiting a few more minutes. All right, so let's see now that it's ended. Would you like to enable out of date? Let's say yes. Could you like enable alert notification? Let's say yes. To select deselect item space to switch. Okay, cancel. Okay. Oh, you have the options to do Discord or Telegram. Right, I'm gonna cancel here. All right. To the name of your node, alias. Go ahead and type your node. H. Cumulus 14. Okay. Finalizing Flux installation. Please be patient. This will take about 5 minutes. All right, we made it to the end. Flux Node installation completed. We complete the whole thing. Status running. It took about 88 minutes. All right, so and here you have a bunch of commands that you can use to manage the Flux daemon. If you want to see the benchmark, how we're doing, go ahead and copy this and paste it here and enter. You can see that there's one more last step that we need to do in order to activate the node. All right, this is the last step we gotta do now. We gotta go back to our Flux wallet, hit on details on Flux. Let's go to the full node here. Say yes to agreement, launch full node. All right, and when the full node is open, go ahead and click on the three dots, click start. I already just did this accidentally, so you see it was offline previously, now it changed to started, and that's why when you need to wait, it's gonna change from started to confirm. That's when you know the node is working properly. If it doesn't change to confirm, give some time. If it doesn't change to confirm, then we gotta start like seeing what's wrong with the node. We gotta run the benchmarking again and see if we miss any of the steps. But if you have any problems, let me know in the comments below. I'm gonna try to help you. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's start getting those flags in the account. They start accumulating here. You can transfer back to your wallet. So that's it. Thank you so much.